technology. Countless venture capitalists who have considered investing have said, "Do you have a strain? You don't have the original technology, do you?" That's right. We, GBB, couldn't invest in developing probiotic strains. Instead, we focused on understanding the delivery mechanism of vaginal lactic acid bacteria and on process innovation. And thus, we've presented live vaginal probiotics that are sprayed, not eaten. GBB's created a proprietary blend of ingredients that had been developed already, but not been commercialized yet. GBB has specialized and distinguished patent and technology, with a composition recipe that has undergone hospital clinical trials. After 5 years of going through the difficult and challenging regulations in South Korea, we, GBB, finally presented the world's first live probiotic powder spray for women's vaginal health to the market. Because it is classified as a cosmetic product, under the current Korean laws, we cannot use any medical claims, such as preventing and improving vaginitis symptoms and reducing harmful bacteria. In order to overcome this obstacle, it was essential for us to prepare for future entry into the pharmaceutical market. For this reason, we established clinical protocols necessary to verify the effectiveness of the product with Ua Women's University Mokdong Hospital. Also, we've done hospital clinical trials. As a result of these efforts, the world's first sprayable vaginal lactobacillus powder was commercialized in Korea. Not only that, it has been proven safe and effective enough to be prescribed to patients with chronic vaginitis at 8 advanced general hospitals, accounting for 14.9% of the total, and 170 obstetrics and gynecology departments of primary and secondary women's specialty hospitals. It is also sold in more than 300 offline stores such as pharmacies, postpartum centers, and beauty and aesthetic shops in Korea. We have been choosing to make new history. World's first development, first clinical trial, first overseas export, listed on Olive Young store, first registration as a medical material in a high-level general hospital. Finally, in 2025, we are about to face the moment of medical device registration, which would be the starting point for entering the drug market. Now, GBB will go beyond the first and become the best. Marketability. Half of the world's population is female. In South Korea, women are highly educated, but 90% of women are misinformed about one fact. They believe that feminine cleansers and vaginal cleansers contain live probiotics. It is a fact that lactobacillus cannot survive in any of these forms. Liquids, gels, mists, creams, etc. Live lactobacillus can only survive in freeze-dried powder form. More than 95% of microbiome living in a healthy woman's vagina is lactobacillus. Living lactobacillus in a healthy woman's vagina produce a wide range of natural antibiotics that help protect the vagina from harmful bacteria, parasites, and viruses. That is one of the main protecting mechanisms of a healthy vaginal microbiome. Women may think their low immunity level makes them susceptible to vaginitis. But, more accurately, when there is not enough good bacteria, women become highly susceptible to vaginitis. 75% of women experience vaginitis in their lifetime. Globally, 29% of women get bacterial vaginosis every year. In South Korea, more than 50% of women aged 20 to 49 have symptoms of vaginitis. This is why 58.4% of women use feminine hygiene products and 35.4% take oral vaginal probiotics. Although the number of newborn babies in obstetrics and gynecology departments is decreasing, the number of patients due to vulvar-vaginal diseases is 1.8 million per year. Hospital costs are over 300 billion won per year. A few unconscionable large corporations and marketing companies have been hyping vaginal health myths while hiding information that is not in their favor. Consumers are still largely unaware of this fact. But with the right knowledge and information communicated effectively, we believe, in the near future, every woman in the world will be using live probiotic powder spray. When we meet our customers, we always emphasize the following. For the sake of women's health, do you use feminine hygiene products? Make sure you spray the live probiotic powder afterward. Are you taking vaginal probiotics? It's much more effective if you spray it rather than eat it. Growth. Women's feminine area is one of the most precious parts of a woman's body. But the area is not an easy part to be open about. It is easy for women to share and recommend good cosmetics. But recommending feminine care products is the other story. But now, as you may have noticed, the market trend has been changing a lot. If the value of the product is intrinsically superior, it will be recognized from the public in the end, although it might take a little more time. And that's why we GBB will continue to grow successfully, due to the following 3 new items. First, we're building a lineup of pH 4.0 Femtech brands. Starting with our unique vaginal probiotic powder spray, we are preparing a variety of products for female intimate care that would meet medical device standards. We are planning to launch various new products based on live lactobacillus, including disposable vaginal lactobacillus powder, baby probiotic powder for girls, live lactobacillus pads and sanitary napkins, etc. We will build a world-class Femtech brand. Second, we are developing a rapid vaginitis diagnostic device for hospitals. Normally, it takes about 7 days for the diagnosis of vaginitis. But we are on our way to launch a rapid vaginitis diagnostic device for hospitals that can identify vaginitis symptoms within 20 minutes with an accuracy rate of over 92%. By the second half of the year, 2026, diagnosis of vaginitis is mostly done by a doctor's examination. We will utilize the latest quantum dot fluorescence diagnosis and artificial intelligence (AI) analysis technology to diagnose vaginitis. We will be at the forefront of the vaginitis diagnosis market. GBB will also utilize its hospital sales network. We plan to quickly distribute our vaginitis diagnostic devices to more than 1,800 obstetrics and gynecology centers nationwide. At the same time, we will also prepare for overseas expansion. Finally, a personalized solution. We will be developing a platform that prescribes customized probiotics for women. Customized probiotics for women based on the vaginal microbiome database. For this, we are focusing our assets to develop various vaginal probiotic recipes and scientifically verify their effectiveness through clinical trials. We can confidently declare this development plan because we strongly believe that GBB is capable of achieving these goals well ahead of any other companies. Conclusion. Unlike traditional venture capitalists, who only look at the size of a company's revenue and judge solely on the basis of whether they have original technology, APS Group, with more than $1 trillion in assets, decided to raise a pre-Series A investment in GBB. This is the first time APS has invested in a bio-beauty company, because APS's main business is semiconductor equipment and secondary battery. We, GBB, believe that because APS Group was not a specialized bio-related company, they decided to invest in GB based on the value, marketability, and growth of the product without having bias and preconceived notions. Unlike existing venture capitalists who only emphasize on strain ownership, GBB still has a long way to go, but we need to go faster. We are preparing to raise our next round of investment funding in the first half of 2025, when we are ready to complete clinical trials, medical device clearance, and mass production. Rather than just financial investors, we look forward to working with domestic and international public relations and marketing companies, or companies with expertise in the biopharmaceutical sector, to attract strategic investment. In the new year of 2025, by firmly establishing ourselves as a specialized femtech company, we will grow into a company that faithfully fulfills the expectations of our shareholders and partners. Thank you.